Hey everyone, what's going on? I have a pretty useful video for you guys today. Many of you have been asking how to set up Tell Me When. Now, if you don't know, Tell Me When is the add-on you see next to my unit frame, which I use to keep track of my healing elixirs buff. It's been incredibly useful for me, so I'm going to make your lives easier and show you how to set it up. While we're at it, I'll also show you how to use Tell Me When to set up a way to keep track of your Tiger Power buff, which you get after using Tiger Palm. Tiger Power is important to have up at all times because that's how you do max damage. So let's get into it. Before we start, I'm just going to say I'm going to film this in one take, and this may be a little confusing just because Tell Me When is pretty confusing when you're using it for the first time. So you may need to pause the video a couple times when you're setting this up for yourself. With that said though, let's get started. Alright, once you have the add-on installed, you're going to type /tmw, which brings up a couple boxes, and you want to right click an empty box. So we get a window that comes up. Up here under icon type, we're going to go down to internal cooldown. Click that, and we're going to make sure this enabled checkbox is checked. We're going to make sure the buff debuff box is checked, the usable and unusable boxes are checked, and the show timer box is checked. Once that is done, we're going to go up here to choose spells. I'm going to type healing elixir, and on the right you'll notice a couple options come up. You have the passive healing elixirs, which is the talent. We don't want that. We want the instant buff. On my screen it's purple, and it's number 134563. We're going to click that, and right after that we're going to type 18 because you gain healing elixirs every 18 seconds, so Tell Me When's going to keep track of that. Now, this page is done. If you go to the bottom, you'll notice a few tabs. We're going to click the Events tab. We're going to click Add Event Handler. We're going to go down to On Condition Set Passing and click Animation. We're going to click Icon Activation Border and make sure this Play Indefinitely box is checked. Once that is done, we're going to go over here to Event Conditions. We're going to click that, click to add a condition, choose a type under Buffs, Debuffs, and Buff Stacks. We're going to make sure we set this slide bar to 1 stack, and in this text box we're going to type Healing Elixir again and choose the same one we just did before. Now on the bottom we're going to go back to Events. We're going to add another one, so click Add Event Handler, On Condition Set Passing, Animation. This time we're going to click Stop Animations, and we're going to click Event Conditions again. Click to add a condition, Buffs, Debuffs, Buff Stacks. This time we're going to leave it set to 0 stacks. And in the text box, again, we're going to type Healing Elixirs and click the same one we've been using. Alright, so over here is the OK button. We're going to click that, and it should be set up now. So I'm going to position this right next to my unit frame again. Type /tmw to get out of the options. Now, you'll notice it's not lit up. That's because we already have the buff up here. So I'm going to start fighting this dummy until I have a Tiger Eye Brew. I'm going to drink it, which uses my healing elixirs. Now next time healing elixirs buff comes up, which it just did, it lights up, which means we can use it again. So I'm going to drink a Tiger Eye Brew. You can see the lights go out, but you can still see the cooldown going around. So once it gets back up, it'll light up again, which will let us know we can use another healing elixirs. Pretty useful, right? I think so. Alright. That's done. Let me show you how to set up Tell Me When to set up your Tiger Power. So again, we're going to type /tmw. We're going to right click a blank spot. Up here, under icon type, this time we're going to click Buff Debuff. We're going to make sure the enabled checkbox is checked. You want to make sure the units to watch is set to player. The buff box is checked. Only check mine is checked. the present and absent boxes are checked, the normally box is checked, and the show timer box is checked. Once that is done, we're going to go over here to choose spells. We're going to type Tiger Power. It's the only option that shows up over here, so we're going to click that, and that's all we need to do for this page. Now, down here, go to the Events tab, add Event Handler, and we're going to go to On Condition Set Passing, and Animation. Again, we're going to choose Icon Activation Border and Play Indefinitely. Then we're going to go to the Event Conditions, click that, click to add a condition, buffs, debuffs, buff stacks, set this to 1 stack, and we're going to type Tiger Power. Again, it's the only option that shows up. We're going to click it, go back down here to the Events tab. We're going to add another event, On Condition Set Passing, Animation, and Stop Animation. Then we're going to click the Event Conditions, click to add a condition, buffs, debuffs, buff stacks, leave it at 0. Type Tiger Power again. I'm going to click on it over here. And that should be it. So we're going to click OK. Move the Tell Me When box right next to my unit frame. Type /TMW to get out of the options. And now I'll go ahead and use a Tiger Palm. There you go. It's lit up telling me I have the Tiger Power buff on me, which ignores 30% of my enemy's armor, which is incredibly useful. And then once this goes around, the lights will go out, which will let me know I need to cast Tiger Palm again. Pretty useful stuff. Anyway, I hope you guys found this useful, because I sure did. And tell your friends about it. Let them know about this video. I'm sure they would like this too. It is extremely helpful. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe. It means a lot. Thanks for watching.